What is going on, guys? It's Buggy with Child Waves. Welcome back to another video, and super stoked for today's video because I'm going to do a full review on my newest and latest Seadoo, a 2020 Seadoo GTI 130, and super excited for this thing. Unfortunately, I've only been on it about 5 minutes so far since I bought it a couple days ago. It is early February here in Virginia and it's cold, so definitely ready for these warmer months, but you will see definitely a lot of videos, probably doing some fishing on it, so make sure to check those out in the future. But today I'm going to do a full review, walkthrough, and talk about the pros and cons of the ski, what I like, what I wish was a little differently. But honestly, in my opinion, I think is one of the best jet skis on the market for the price value and the best bang for your buck. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're not already subscribed to Child Waves, make sure to hit that button. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so this is it. This is my newest jet ski. This is 2020 Seadoo GTI 130, and absolutely love it. Just picked it up last week, and is a ski that I'm super excited for, and my wife and I's favorite color, aqua blue color. But it's a really nice, clean jet ski. It only had about 60 hours when I bought it, and like I said, it is February here in Virginia, so it's like 40 degrees right now, but summer and spring is right around the corner, so super excited to get out. So what I do want to do for you guys is do a full walkthrough on the ski and kind of run through everything and give you guys the best understanding and hopefully a great review if you guys are looking to buy one of these Seadoo GTIs. This jet ski in itself is exactly 11 feet and right around 700 pounds. With the trailer, it comes out right about 14 feet. This is a Triton single axle trailer. But what's something I really like about this, I've had Sparks in the past, which are smaller jet skis. This is very sturdy. This is a 3-seater jet ski, as you can see, and you have two options to take off the back seat here, as well as the driver's seat as well. That would take you right under to the engine compartment. All right, so to get to the engine compartment, it is really straightforward. You've got two buttons, releases the back seat in itself here, and then there's one latch that takes off the driver's seat, and then you're right into the engine compartment. All right, so once you remove those seats, you'll have access to your engine here, your coolant tank, your oil stick, your spark plugs. Your oil filter is actually a little farther back here. You have to remove this back plastic portion to get kind of to the full engine, but in general, for a lot of maintenance, your battery is right down here. Is really straightforward and overall pretty good access into the engine. I do wish this kind of back portion of the ski where the passenger seat sits maybe came back a little farther in the design, so you had easier access to the oil filter and some other parts of the engine compartment, because you do have to take this whole back portion off to actually change the oil filter, which is like a total of 8 screws. Not a huge big deal, but maybe something in the future I'd like to maybe see Seadoo do a little differently. And just as easy it is to take off, it's just as easy to put back on. Clamps on there, your back seat, and both your seats are on. So one of my favorite parts of this newer Seadoo model is the LinQ adapters that Seadoo put on these jet skis, which ultimately is a interlocking locking device, which is universal for Seadoo's coolers. They have additional gas storage tanks, fishing accessories, and I actually just bought the cooler for this today, so it should be in the next couple days. But it's a really great layout and gives a lot of your jet skis more of versatility in regards to coolers with fishing, which is new and really big on jet skis. It's really straightforward. There's 2 buttons on both sides, if I can get them in, and it locks down like that, so you have a smooth surface, and as soon as you put that cooler in or gas tank, those pop up and it locks in on both of those and you're set to go. So I really think this is a great package and feature that Seadoo is offering, and really starting to change a lot of how these Seadoos and jet skis in general are being made and how people are using these. Something that's also really great is the option to put a tow bar here for skiers or wakeboarders. This comes with an adapter that comes down and it locks, and it comes out with kind of a tow bar. I do not have it on here. I probably won't do too much skiing or wakeboarding off of this, but for anybody who wants that as a capability, you do have that as an option. But you also do have a standard tow cleat back here that if you are tubing or skiing somebody, you still have that capability to lock onto here. So the back of the jet skis are really clean look. As you can see, this is the IBR package. So this is the intelligent brake in reverse. And this is ultimately the brake that's on the back of the jet ski. When you are in forward or neutral, this brake itself would actually lift up. But something I really like that Seadoo offers is this very large step up bar to get on a jet ski. For anybody who's had jet skis and or have tried to get out of the water or into a jet ski from the water, it can be really difficult, and a lot of newer or some older models have these step up bars that fold down, and it's really hard to get on the jet ski. So I think this is a great feature and capability. You could be in 2-3 feet of water, or you could be in 10 feet of water. Regardless, having something this strong and this large to be able to climb onto the back of the jet ski, I think is just another great feature that Seadoo offers. On this Seadoo GTI, there is 2 drain plugs, really straightforward, and right here is the port to connect your water hose to flush the motor, and there is 2 U-hooks here. On my jet ski or my trailer, every trailer is differently, I too have 2 ratchet straps, which would make it really easy just to tie the jet ski to the back of the trailer. All right, so now we're going to come up to the dash of the ski, and this might be one of my favorite kind of latest modifications that Seadoo has implemented in their skis over the past couple years. I've had several different Sparks and older jet skis, and there was a very small storage that was in this compartment here. You could barely even put a phone in here, but something I like is it is so deep, and I don't know how well you can see in there, but you could put probably 2-3 water bottles in there. You can put your phones, you can put whatever you like in there. So I really like that new feature that Seadoo offers. Like I said, my last one was really tight. You could barely get anything in there, but you could put maybe a small purse, small towel, your phones, whatever in here. But another great capability in here is this dry storage that Seadoo has in here. It comes actually with a little foam case to put your phone in, but this closes up. There's 2 latches on here that make this completely waterproof. So of course I'd put your phone in here, or an iPod if people even use that anymore, but that is waterproof. But overall is just a great option to have a lot more storage. So coming up to the handlebars here, this is the IBR package. So this has intelligent brake and reverse. So your left trigger is your brake when you're in forward, and then when you're in neutral and hit that would put you automatically in reverse. And then just very straightforward on the right side is your forward trigger to accelerate. I really like how simple, kind of in a way, Seadoo made the dash here, rather than a lot of circular gauges. It's really straightforward. Everything's on here. You have your gas tank, amount of hours, your speed, your RPMs, and then back here you have a lot of different options to change the settings that you want to see on this dash itself, but it's really straightforward. All right, so the front of the ski I think is a really clean look. I just like the way it looks. But a good capability that you have on this ski is the amount of storage that you have up forward here. I've got some ropes and stuff in there right now, but there's plenty of room to put maybe a small cooler. You can put different towels, some t-shirts, whatever you need in there. This is a great feature to have when you're on the ski, even if there's 2 or 3 people on here, the capability of having some storage up forward. And when your front cover is open, that would give you access to your gas cap, and the tank on this is 12 gallons, which is pretty universal for a jet ski this size. But again, a lot of storage down here in the front compartment, and is really straightforward to get into, and I think it's just a really clean look on the front of the ski. Something that Seadoo did change on a lot of their models a couple years ago is the hull material. So this, just like what they implemented in the Spark a couple years ago, is the Polytech hull, which is ultimately compressed plastic, which sounds a little concerning, but in my opinion, I think it is overall a great new design on the jet ski for multiple reasons. One, it cuts down almost 30 to 40 pounds of weight on the ski, which is great. It's scratch resistant, and most importantly, if you did have a huge gouge or hit something in the ski, the hull is one piece and you can replace this vice than having some serious fiberglass repairs. But as you can see, it's a very clean look. It's really easy to clean, and again, it is scratch resistant. So personally, I am kind of a fan of it. I've had fiberglass skis, and you know, you get a crack, you hit a stump or hit some rocks, and then it starts cracking, you get into the gel coat. So I know this is kind of a gray area. Some people like them, some people don't, but it really is a new look. But I think the fact that it's scratch resistant, cuts down on the weight, and if something seriously did happen, you could replace just the hull in itself. Is a great feature on these Seadoo GTIs. All right, so another big question when I was looking at jet skis, which was what is the big difference between the Seadoo GTI 130 and 170? And ultimately, really the biggest difference is the fact that the 130, you are not doing the same ECU tuning that you would do on the 170, which ultimately gives you a little more power out of the hull. But top end speed, you're really going to have the same speed. I've been on this once so far, and the top speed on this is 52 miles per hour, and this is the 130. And I don't know the exact price difference, but last I saw in research, it was about $1,000 difference between the 130 and 170, because again, they are the same exact motors. It's just with the ECU tuning, the 170 is going to give you a little more once you're jumping out of the hole. All right, guys, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope it gave you guys some tips and just an overall idea of the layout and some of the pros and cons regarding the 2020 Seadoo GTI 130. In my personal opinion, I think this is one of the best bang for your buck jet skis on the market. It's a great mid-level ski in regards to cost. You're not going to pay an arm and a leg and a ton of money on getting one of these super expensive ones. It's very large. The speed is very comparable to a lot of the higher end jet skis. As well, it's very comfortable, and there's a lot of great capabilities and features, especially regarding the LinQ accessories that you can have on the back of the jet ski. Now, of course, my opinion is subjective. I am only going to use this to go out, cruise around with some family, have some fun. This is not my primary means of fishing. I have a boat, which I do 95 plus of my fishing on. So if you're looking primarily to fish off a jet ski, I'd recommend probably like the Pro Fish by Seadoo, which is a bigger model and a lot more capabilities, more compatible for fishing. But you know, this is not like a Spark that I have, was really small and felt really light. So again, it's all subjective just of what you're looking for and your needs in a jet ski. But just in general, I think if you're looking for a jet ski, you don't want to spend too much money, but you want to bang for your buck. You want a good quality and a great ski to have some fun. I definitely recommend. All right, guys, once again, I appreciate you guys watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel because you're going to be seeing a lot of videos of me on this summer. Out in the water, probably going to be doing some fishing modifications, going to do something crazy this thing. I don't know what it's looking like, but I'm going to do some maintenance videos on this too. So make sure to subscribe, hit that button. I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the water.